Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 23rd. We're just going to jump right in here, Virgo, and we are going to see what is coming in for you at this time. You have this Peace and Serenity card and also this Luck and Money card. I can already tell that it's going to be a much better week than what you've been experiencing so far. I feel there are definitely increases in your finances. And I think this is going to be obviously a good thing for you. Who doesn't want more money, right? But yeah, it just looks to me like your finances are improving in general here. I also feel, that some of you, I always clarify this. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. You have this great fortune card. I'm kind of cheating because, as I always say, you and Pisces are very similar. You're opposites in the zodiac, but I always say that you two are always like very similar, your energies, and they had a very good money reading. If you're dealing with a Pisces or if you have Pisces in your chart, I would definitely go watch that reading. But you have clearly some good luck coming in and also like feeling more at peace. I think sometimes when we're like gathering resources or making more money, then of course we are going to feel at peace. Of course we're going to feel more abundant and better. So I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. You do also have some really good love stuff showing up here as well. Like if we look at this right here, Two Wands, Lovers, Sun to the Eight of Pentacles. I love the Eight of Pentacles when it shows up in a love kind of, in like a love situation, because to me it says it represents a person who's willing to put in the work, like two people who are willing to work together. So that looks really good. You have this Two of Wands here. I would definitely be more adventurous. I think this is true for everyone, but with Uranus and Taurus, you're an earth sign. So Uranus and Taurus is definitely going to affect you for sure. And what I would say is anything you can do to be more adventurous, to be more spontaneous. I know we always talk about this with you, Virgo, but it is like literally critically important. I'm not even trying to be dramatic here. I would say that if you want a lot of success, more than you have right now, then that's what I'd be doing. It doesn't even matter like what area of life it is. It could be love, it could be money, spiritually, it could be any type of improvement that you want in your life, but you're not going to find it, doing the same old thing that you've been doing over and over and over again. You have the Knight of Wands, very spontaneous energy. There could be like random spontaneous movement opportunities. Those are the words that are popping into my head. Some of you could be spontaneously like moving to a new location. You could be just traveling just for fun. You could be going on a vacation. And this could be very random. It feels very random to me. Like maybe even if you're watching this video on the week of the 16th, like a week early, you might be saying, I don't have plans for a vacation or anything like that. I feel like some of you very randomly this week could decide to like travel, could decide to go somewhere, do something differently. Maybe you just want to mix it up here. You also have the moon, and I'm getting a very weird message on the moon here, Virgo. I'm getting that, like, I feel like this week you feel different, like, but literally. And I also feel that maybe it's because we have, Mercury going direct tomorrow, thank God. Today is the 17th. It'll be going direct on the 18th. So if you're watching this on the 18th, it's finally direct. It probably feels so much better. I don't know about you, but I've been getting hit hard by this retrograde. So I like, thank God that it's over. But I feel like you feel differently the week of the 23rd. You're probably going to start feeling better sooner. But for whatever reason, that's all I'm getting on the moon. I am not getting any messages like at all on the moon. And it kind of makes sense because you go up to the sun here. And literally in the tarot, you go from the moon to the sun. The moon comes up. The moon goes down, the sun comes up. So it looks to me like you're heading towards like a different period of time. And I feel like it's really affecting your feelings. That's what I'm getting on that moon card. With the Two of Wands, you have the Hangman here. Yeah, it's like finally moving forward. I feel like you finally feel like you're getting out of the mud of the Mercury retrograde. And again, like I said, maybe some of you, maybe normally you don't really feel the retrogrades, but I feel like maybe this one has been specifically more challenging, like the past month, or it's probably been months because, with Mars retrograde as well, and which is over finally, thank God. It's like you could have been feeling this for a while. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Lovers. I would encourage you to do anything, it's kind of popping into my head. If you have love, you have Lovers twice here in this reading. I would do things completely differently. Or don't be afraid to try new things in relationships is what this is saying to me. I feel like it'll be a good thing. it's like I think we all develop relationship habits where it's like even if we get into a new relationship, we make the same mistakes, or it doesn't even have to be mistakes. It could be good things as well. But it's like we do the same things over and over and over again. I feel like this is saying like variety is the spice of life with that Knight of Wands. I would be mixing it up, trying new things, trying different things, especially if you want something serious, which it looks like there's something very serious coming in for you. But, and you have every sign here, literally. So it could be any sign. A lot of fire showing up here, a lot of earth showing up here as well. But it could be any sign. You have like everything. With the moon, you have the Four Cups. Like I said, your feelings, Four Cups, kind of a card of disappointments because it's a card of contemplation and apathy. He's like been trying to manifest things in front of him, but he isn't manifesting like exactly what he wants. I kind of feel like this reading is saying you're finally getting what you want in life, which could be in any area of life, and I love it. Next, we're going to look at, messages from your future self. You have this life purpose card. It says you found your life purpose, creating the life you want. You're manifesting. Recognize that you have everything you need. You also have this card that says you're a lot tougher than you think you are. So I like that. I feel very confident energy in this reading with the Knight of Wands especially. So you could be feeling more confident about going on adventures or doing new things, trying new things, doing anything differently that you want to do with your life. It looks to me like you're just doing things differently. Exactly like I said. You have the Lovers, the Fool, and the Temperance card. See, it's like you're realizing that you're much more in control as well. Temperance is about transforming something from one thing to another. I feel like you're realizing that you don't have to like stay in a situation, or you don't have to allow a situation to keep going in a certain direction. Like sometimes I think that's how we get taken advantage of in relationships, for example. We don't speak up, or we don't say things that we don't like about the person because we're afraid we're going to lose them or whatever. It's almost as if you're kind of like putting that to the side. I feel like you're no longer being like that. I feel like you're speaking your mind. Maybe you're speaking up more, or just being more forward. I'm not sure what it is, but what I would say is I like it. I feel like it's going to be good for you. Same thing in business as well. It's like, sometimes I think in business maybe or work, we're afraid to say certain things, but it's almost, I get this like speaking up energy here. Again, none of your cards are giving me like the traditional meanings, if that makes sense. Some of them are, but not all of them. You have the Fool here. It's like you're much more, I feel like your future self is encouraging you to take risks. I've been saying since 2020, that everything we want is on the other side of something we've never done before, because I truly believe that. This is why I always talk about doing new stuff. People are like, you always say the same thing. I'm like, yeah, literally, you know why the only reason I say the same thing over and over and over again is because like literally if you just do something new, try new things, experiment, then you're going to be like more successful than I would say 99% of the population, right? So that's why I keep encouraging people to do new stuff, because if we do it, we're going to be ridiculously successful. It's like, why do you think? I always get comments from people, right, that say, you always say that love is coming in, that money's coming in. And I can tell by their words that they use that they haven't done anything different, right? They say, you said love is coming in, which nothing ever just shows up in your life, right? It doesn't just come in. You have to do something for it. And so, this is why I encourage people to do new things, try new stuff, because we have to save ourselves. We have Pluto going into Aquarius, and I've been saying it for years, literally, that we have to save ourselves at this time. It's like, that evil bastard from, the World Economic Forum, Klaus, right? Dr. Evil, he's not going to save us. The government's not going to save you. You have to save yourself. And, that's what I'm into. I'm into empowering you, empowering people, giving you the power, right? And I feel like the Lovers is saying, there's a path that you can pick. There's a choice that you have that is going to lead to happiness and abundance, but it's probably by doing things that you've never done before. And I feel like your future self is saying this. I also feel that this row is saying that, that you should take a risk in love. Like if you have if you don't already have a person, then I feel that there is a new person coming in that could lead to marriage. If you have a person right now, could lead to marriage. You have the Four of Wands right here. The Knight of Pentacles kind of tells me that someone's being a little bit too cautious. And again, if you're attracting new love, I do feel you could be attracting a person who maybe is a little bit cautious, but at the same time, I'm not even worried about it because you have the Eight of Pentacles. I kind of feel like it's almost as if you're meeting a person where you can read their mind. And maybe you can sense that you're meeting a person where they've been hurt in the recent past or something like that. So they're a little bit closed off, but at the same time, I feel like they're willing to put in the work. It would be different if you met a person who was being slow and not doing anything, right? I feel like this person's maybe just being a little bit cautious, but at least it's like they're willing to meet you halfway, at least. Let's put it that way. And, so I feel like that's maybe why you're a little bit more open. I kind of feel most of you are going to meet this person like, March, April, May, more in like the springtime if you don't already have this person, which you might already have someone. But again, for those of you that don't, I feel like you could be meeting this person in the future. Yeah, look at this. With the Lovers, you have the King of Pentacles. Again, there's been a lot of this like forever person type of energy. And again, I think it just, a sign of the times. If you look at when divorces went up, it was in the 70s. We had a bunch of Scorpio cycles during the 70s, which like increased divorces. It's like those cycles are going away. And I keep saying that. I think in the future, it's like there will be less divorces, but I also think there will probably be less marriage as well. So, is it like what is causing this? I'm not sure. But I do think that the people who do get into relationships, if you want one, you can have one. I think they'll be getting into them for the right reasons. I also think that, picking the new path here with the Lovers card is going to lead to a lot more success for you. Especially in work or business. Again, if you're doing things you've never done before, that's what your future self wants you to do. With the Fool, you have the Ace of Swords. I'm telling you right now, taking some sort of risk in work or business is going to lead to a victory. And with the Temperance card, you have two cards want to pop out there. Queen of Pentacles, and you have the World. Love it. Some of you could be meeting a person from a distance, but I also feel this could be an accomplishment. And King and Queen of Pentacles here, really, really good for love. You could be attracting an earth sign for sure. Could be a Taurus, could be a Capricorn. You have basically every single earth sign here. Could be another Virgo, but like I said, could be any sign. You have everything here. Pretty crazy reading, so wouldn't surprise me. But it could lead to permanent relationship. Next, what are we doing? The Unexpected. You have this main male card and this Great Fortune card. Some of you, I really feel like you are creating great fortune, but again, I feel like you could be attracting a person who is extremely fortunate. They have a lot of good luck on their side. So it doesn't matter what gender you're into. I feel like it's just saying the main person that is coming in for you is very fortunate. I think that, based off the fact that you basically have the Sun right here as your first card, which is the best card in the tarot, a card of great fortune, the Sun, it looks to me like you're attracting someone who kind of like creates their own luck. So I feel like you're attracting a very lucky person, but I feel like this person is very strict with their energy. It's like they cut out the crap. I feel like they cut out, people who drag them down, people who are unlucky. They're very protective over those things. So like a positive thinker type energy here that you could be attracting. Some of you I'm getting could know this person from childhood as well. Just popped into my head. So, I kind of feel like there's some sort of childlike connection here. Could be from childhood. Maybe you never knew this person, but maybe they grew up in the same place that you did or something as well. They could also have like similar interest to you, I'm feeling. That's only going to be for some of you, but I do feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in with this card. With the Knight of Pentacles, again, could be a cautious person that you're attracting. If you're not looking for love as well, I feel what could be, by the way, I don't really feel like there's all that much unexpected coming in for you, just so you know, but I do feel you could be increasing your finances. I also do feel that there could be like don't get too excited here, but, I feel like there could be kind of an opportunity for work or business that is a little bit unexpected. Maybe you get a job offer that you weren't expecting, or maybe someone like a friend or something comes to you and is like, hey, my boss is looking for another employee and we need help. You do want a job. It could be a really good opportunity. It's not like totally unexpected, but I do think that you're not maybe you're just not thinking about it, or it's not on your mind. You do have the Knight of Swords here, so no rushing at this time. I do feel like we are in an extremely unpredictable time right now. So I just feel there could be random, like, unpredictable moments. With the Sun, you have the Five of Pentacles. Again, I feel that someone is, like, pulling you out of this energy. Or you are doing this for another person. Take it how it resonates. But if you're attracting a person, it's like you're coming out of the cold, is what I feel. Mostly because it's clarifying the Sun. And the Sun, it doesn't matter, is the best card in the deck. So, love it. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Justice card. See, I told you, like, this person puts in the work. Justice, to me, is cause and effect. So, even if you're attracting a person who's very slow or slow moving, I feel like they at least put in some work. They're at least doing something. It's not like they're just being closed off. I feel like they're just maybe being a little bit cautious. For others, I do feel that there could be, if you're dealing with a legal situation, there could be a settlement coming in for you with the Eight of Pentacles, so I do like to see that. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Knight of Swords. There could be unexpected communication coming in for you. Can we get more details on this communication here with the Knight of Swords? Someone telling you that they're interested in you. So that could be unexpected. Again, maybe, what you're not understanding here, or maybe what you're not seeing is that someone is actually interested in you if you don't have love. So this could also be you, like wondering if a person is interested in you. And I feel like this is saying yes, like they're interested. Doesn't matter what gender or who they are. For others, I kind of feel like your feelings, King of Cups has very deep emotions. And I feel in all areas of your life, not just love, that your feelings or your emotions are guiding you at this time. And maybe it's kind of like, I feel like you could be making, predictions, not really predictions, but you could be, thinking like, oh, I'm going to go do this in my business. And it like works out really well. It's almost as if your feelings are guiding you. And it's a little unexpected because normally maybe it doesn't work that way for you. Next, in the area of messages from your guides, you have the Spirit card. It says unseen forces watch over you. Literally, in the area of messages from your guides, your guides are watching over you, is what this is saying. So you are being guided at this time. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Again, I do feel there is clearly an element of love here coming into your life, and so it doesn't really surprise me. There's been a lot of love in the readings just in general. People have been accusing me of being in love, and I can tell you right now I'm not in love with anyone. So, sorry, hate to burst your bubble, but, again, it's like, look at the cards. Don't shoot the messenger. It's like, I can't, people always say, you don't do love readings. I'm like, yeah, but when there are 800 love cards in a reading, it's like I'm not gonna just make something up. It is what it is. So for those of you that don't like it, I don't know, get lost. But for everybody else, I don't know, you could be meeting a person that you're getting married to. It literally shows up in the cards. So what I would say here is go for it. For others, whatever you're working on, for all of you, whatever you are working on, I feel is leading to freedom. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Like this could be you really, really focusing on building financial freedom or making sure that you don't have to worry about money in the future. Or, you could be building systems to improve your finances in the future. And it looks to me like you are kind of being not only guided towards this, but you're finally clear on like what you need to do to make money. And that's like the whole point of this reading, it looks like to me, because Queen of Swords, she's clear for the first time. She finally sees like transformations and changes that she needs to make to improve her life. And that's what I feel is going on here for you, Virgo. It's like you're making the changes or you're like doing the things that you need to do. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, amazing. Any new opportunities that are coming your way, I don't care what they are, I would definitely embrace those new opportunities. That's where, again, everything you want is on the other side of something you've never done before. That's where the success, the abundance, the great fortune, love, whatever you want, it's all over there. It's all in, some other place, some distant land, which could be just you doing something differently for once in your life, right? With the Queen of Swords, you have the Tower. I wouldn't beat yourself up over the past. I get this feeling of like beating yourself up for things that you've done or like feeling like you missed out on certain opportunities, but I would let that go. I do feel like there could be a Tower moment as well for a person in your life. It's very specific because you have the Ace of Swords, Justice to the Tower. It's like you could be experiencing a divorce or a separation. And, I feel like you could just be going through it. Again, as I always say, like one bad card doesn't make a reading. So, people always love to tell me, you said this reading was good, but there's a Tower. I'm like, yeah, out of all 800 cards that I pulled here, one bad card. Are you kidding? With the Four of Wands, you have the Four of Swords, card of recovery. Again, I wouldn't rush into anything, is what I would say here. It's like if you're attracting love, for example, I would just be taking your time. I would allow this person to take their time. Again, this could also just be a surprise, the Tower. The Tower can be a good card. It can be a pleasant surprise. Like you could be meeting a person who sees life the way that you do, or is just a good person, right? We're going to pull 5 main themes for you now, Virgo. You have this discovery card. Literally, we were talking about this in the beginning of the reading. I would be doing whatever you can to travel, explore. Again, you don't have to travel. You could just be exploring in your mind. You could be learning new things. You could be discovering different things, learning about different ideas and like all that other stuff in life. And I feel that would be so beneficial for you. You have this defense card. I feel like this is needing to protect yourself from negative thinking, number one. Number two, I would be careful of like toxic people in your life in general, people who cause problems. You have this appreciation card. Yes, gratitude is going to lead to a lot more abundance for you. You can see this cornucopia here as well. It's like another symbol of abundance. You have So many cards of great fortune, abundance, good things coming in for you, luck. So clearly that's happening. You have this seduction card. This is Jupiter and Pisces. We had Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter's now in Aries. Again, if you met someone if you already have a person that you met like last year at some point, I would definitely say this could be like your person. I also feel that you could be meeting them now because this card is Jupiter in Pisces and Jupiter is now in Aries, but it doesn't matter. I kind of feel this is like a symbol or a sign that's saying now that it's in Aries, it's like now is the time. Now that it's left Jupiter in Pisces, you're entering into like a more serious time. I also feel you need to, like, if you feel seduced by an idea, then I would move in that direction, especially with that Ace of Pentacles. Like in the sun right next to it, the sun sometimes I feel just shines a light on maybe random ideas we have for business or work, and it kind of says like you're interested in this for a reason because it's gonna make you more money or because whatever. So follow your inspirations. Finally, you have this acquisition card, my fancy couple card right here. So power couple, definitely if you're attracting love, could be an earth sign. This is Sun and Taurus. This could be like a power couple type situation, but this is a really good reading for you, Virgo. I love it. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.